understand that we weren't normal. We weren't regular human beings anymore. We just spent 12 months, 13 months fighting to survive, living in a primal environment of kill or be killed. So the violence was second nature to you. It wasn't unusual. It was just the way you dealt with things. Got a problem? Kill it. You know. So that's the way you were programmed. So this is not unusual for people to react that way until they deprogram. Unfortunately, look, you'll still see Vietnam veterans today walking around with camouflage jungle utilities on. Why is that? Why is it? Because they're still stuck yet in Vietnam. They haven't come home yet. When Vietnam veterans greet each other, we say, welcome home. Because even though it's 40 years ago, because the idea is that the war for many of us never ended. War never goes away. It stays with you for the rest of your life. But you try to come home and you try to find a place for it in who you are. And look, we have, because we're still around. Those people who couldn't find a place for it have long committed suicide or something else. So it's just a matter of trying to live with the experience of war. And it really takes some doing to be able to do that.
I just got away. It was like being free. I was out of slavery, and I was not going to get a job. My girlfriend wanted to get married. I was not going to get married. You know, all I wanted to do was get high and travel. I couldn't. You know, I had a very difficult. You know, I had a funny view of what was, well, like him in some ways. I mean, it was like this thing was going on, normal life was going on, and I couldn't fit into it because I wasn't like that anymore. And I don't think there is a coming back from it, but you still have to find a way to fit in somehow. And it took me a lot of years, you know, and I think I'm all right now, but a lot of guys, like you said, committed suicide or you know, or became a hero. You know, they put on uniforms and they go marching in the street. They're a hero now. You know, it's probably make you feel good. Feels good. You know, but they should know better. Maybe they just don't have the mentality. But it could be a psychological thing where it feels good to be a hero.
I think that's important. It's an important point because I mean, you're hearing from us. We're with Veterans for Peace. So we have a certain perspective on war and what war is like. But you can have other Vietnam veterans in here, and they can tell you how great it is and how it's love of God and country, and you can hear a completely different perspective from them. But I think Walter's point is important because, look, we spent 13 months of our lives, 13 months of our lives fighting a war. We lost a lot of friends and people that we loved. We sacrificed a good part of our life trying to adjust from that. And it certainly is easier and preferable to look at yourself as a hero rather than as a dupe. You know, if I come home and say, wow, it was a useless, worthless war, it accomplished nothing. So what are you saying? I wasted 13 months of my life, my friends got killed over there for nothing? Or if you're a parent, my child got killed in Vietnam for nothing? That makes the burden of trying to adjust from that, whether you're a parent or a vet, so much more awesome, so much more difficult. So a lot of people cling to the notion that it was a noble cause, and we sacrificed and we died, and our children died for God and for country and for freedom and for America. So I think with Walter that a lot of war veterans who should know better support war or have a different perspective from us just because they feel that not to do so would be to denigrate the sacrifice of themselves, their child, or people that are now fighting the war. But I think we need to take that in account to understand that anybody who truly knows the horror of war can't be for
never
war.
Can never support. Anyone who's seen war can never support.
Thank you.